Hello, thank you for watching my next video. This is video number 2, cleaning greenware. If you remember, the first video I did was pouring a mold. So today I'm going to show you that mold that I took out. When the greenware is dry, it will turn a lighter shade of gray. It's a small pitcher. It's actually usable as a milk pitcher, creamer. For cleaning greenware, you'll need several pieces of tools. You'll need a scraper. One end has a hook. One end is A-shaped. This is your main cleaning tool. You will need a scrubby pads. I get large scrubby pads, and I just cut them down to my sizes that I like. It's a personal preference. Then there are 2 other sanding devices. These are just sanders that you can get at any ceramic shop, or you can order them online, and they help you get into crevices. You'll need a bowl of water with a clean sponge. This is a cleaning rack that I just happened to find when someone sold me some molds. You can take it apart and all the dust goes underneath. You can also scrape your bottoms to make them perfectly flat if you have uneven bottoms. For cleaning greenware, what you are doing, you are basically not want to be holding it by its handle. It would just snap right off. Mainly what you're doing with cleaning is you're removing the seam. All molds who are at least 2-part molds or 3-part molds will have a seam where they come together. And that's just natural, so you're cleaning that. And basically, you're going to be scraping to remove that seam. As you do it and you get better at it, you will find different techniques that you like. I don't always use this tool. Sometimes if the seam is very little, I'll just go ahead and use my scrubby and not even worry with scraping. You'll go on the bottom. You're basically moving as much of the seam as you possibly can with the tool. You'll see here there's seam at the bottom. This is an easy piece to clean because it's just clean lines all the way up. And regardless, it doesn't matter which end you use, all you're trying to achieve is the removal of the seam. Okay, after you get the lines and the seam off, you're going to get your scrubby and you're going to go in that same location, and you're basically going to sand the seam area. And you want to do it until you do not see any seam. On the base, you want to get anywhere you can. This is where you may lose detail on a piece because you're going to go back. Some of the seams go right through a face, could go right through branches of a tree or fur of an animal. So that's where you'll have to go back and actually add the detail. Once you finish scraping and sanding, the next thing, one thing you may want to do, I always usually like to take a bunch of greenware outside, sit it on a table and just sit outside, get dirty and messy, because cleaning greenware is very messy. It creates a lot of dust. I usually clean it in my pouring room. I'm just sitting here now because it's easier right here, but you can wear a mask. I should be wearing a mask just because it does get inside your nostrils and you'll be blowing your nose and you'll be blowing out slip. Just try to save it, then you can save on slip. What you're going to do is take some clean water, make sure all the loose dust is off. You usually can take a brush and just brush it, especially if there's detail pieces. You want to get all the powdery sandings out. And then just go over your entire piece. In this case, this piece happens to have a lip, so you always want to make sure that's nice and smooth. I'm leaving a little bit inside. The glaze will just fill that in really nice. And then I just go through and wipe it down, wipe all the dust, wipe the handle. This will be also a sign of letting you know if how your seam is. And you can see, and it also just smooths it out nice. A lot of people will not do this. A lot of people will just actually wipe down the seam only. But I think by doing this, it's just creating a nice smooth surface. Always do the bottom. You don't have to do inside. Sometimes I'll stick my sponge in there and just wiggle around to get dust. But before you glaze it, you're going to clean it out anyways. Now in this case, this is good that this is happening. You can see a little hole here. And I usually just get some water on my finger and just rub it until it creates its own slip and the hole's gone. And then this piece here is ready to be fired. It will fire to cone 04. When you're firing a kiln, every type of thing that you are firing will have a different cone that you fire to. And basically all that means is you're firing it to a certain temperature. In the old days, before digital kilns, you had these small little cones that were like 2 inches tall. And you put them in a sitter inside the kiln, and as the temperature rose, the cone would melt, and as it melted, it would drop, and the sitter would drop down and turn off your kiln. So that's why they're called cones. So you still, even with a digital kiln, you'll put on there, you'll go in and put 06, 04, or whatever it is. If you're doing clay and pottery, you're only going to do like 4 or 6, which is the highest you can go. A lot of stoneware won't have an O before it. O means basically low firings. And that's basically what you do. What we'll do is a tutorial later on when I'm actually firing. I'll show how to load a kiln and how to set it. Thank you for watching this number 2 video of cleaning greenware. I'll see you next time where I will show you some other tools and things that we can use in the ceramic business.